Once upon a time, there was a little girl living with her mom, dad, and brother. The family didn't have much more than the basics. There were definitely meals around the dinner table and money for school field trips. There were Christmas presents and birthday cards from Grandma with a $5 bill inside. There were also free school lunches and food stamps, short driving vacations, and so many spaghetti dinners that she swore she would never, ever eat spaghetti as an adult. There was always a feeling of living on the edge, of not having enough, even as there was always a roof over her head, a car in the driveway, and food on the table. It was never a conscious choice. As she grew up, she was driven to be the best at whatever she did. She needed to be the smartest, the most talented, the most well-behaved. But despite her achievements, she felt invisible, small, forgettable, and yes, a feeling that she didn't belong. From ages 5 to 45, life was about the tension between feeling like a nobody and wanting to be a somebody. There was a need to acquire things, degrees, accolades, attention, money, books, shoes, scarves, craft supplies. But then something shifted. Maybe it was the wisdom of age, maybe it was years of therapy. She started to finally feel secure with herself. She realized that self-acceptance was the greatest acquisition of all. And with that security and self-acceptance, the need for outside validation gave way to an inner knowing that she was enough. She went on to realize that the most important accomplishment was to be the Bethiest Beth that she could possibly Beth. As I meditated on my own history with scarcity, I considered something that I heard years ago. Every fear we have in life comes down to two things: not being enough and not having enough. And whether we're aware of it or not, most of us spend our lives oriented towards countering those fears. The fear of not being enough shows up as feeling unworthy, unremarkable, unlovable. We try to overcome it by getting good grades, advanced degrees, certifications, and promotions. We pour our hearts into children, partners, and pets, looking for love. We accomplish, perform, create, and achieve with at least one eye on the prize that tells us that finally we are enough. While the quest to prove that we are enough often has productive outcomes, the fear of not having enough often has sad consequences. We end up hoarding money, time, possessions, energy, love, praise, believing that there's only a finite amount of each. How many of you have beautiful journals that are just too pretty to write in? Good, I'm not the only one. Or a bottle of expensive wine that you're saving for a to-be-determined special occasion. And what about that favorite outfit you can't wear until still yet another to-be-determined special occasion? And don't get me started on boxes. It's almost impossible to let go of a really good box. We might have an abundance of those things, but we let them gather dust out of scarcity because of the deeper fear that somehow we're not worthy, or if we use it, we'll lose it. I've learned that the true antidotes to scarcity aren't found in high achievement and acquisitions. The antidotes are the opposite, practicing humility and generosity. Humility reminds us that we are enough. For all our striving, we'll never arrive because we're always evolving. There's always more to learn, and we don't need to be or know it all. We have nothing to prove because we believe who we are in this moment is capable, secure, and enough. Generosity knows that we have enough. We aren't afraid of using our or giving away our time, money, possessions, or knowledge. We know that withholding stops the flow of energy and opportunities for reciprocity. They say it's better to give than to receive, and yet it's impossible to give without receiving. They go hand in hand, and we only experience that truth if we trust we have enough. And you are a child of the universe. Your very existence makes you worthy. Your generous spirit wants to give away your time, talent, and treasure. knowing they will multiply through the sharing. Will you close this meditation with me by saying together, I am enough, I have enough. I am enough, I have enough. It's really the only way that we can live happily ever after.